boy, let's get this shit started. Well, I mean, from the blackout in the piece of shit known as New York City, couldn't have happened to a shittier fucking place. Fuck New York. To a black Ariel. Ariel being fucking portrayed by a black lady now. In a new Disney remake, another one, another live action Disney remake. So ridiculous. I mean, oh my god, are they planning on just remaking every single fucking Disney film from the Disney Renaissance era? Like, are they planning on doing that? Because, oh god, if anybody should be complaining about anything, it should be the fact that Disney's making all these fucking remakes. I mean, we got James Wan, making me mark out like a motherfucker because we're getting a brand new Mortal Kombat reboot. But this time it's gonna be a rated R reboot, and it's gonna have all the fucking fatalities intact. So I can't complain about that at all. That sounds fucking sweet. And we have Kenny Omega saying that he's gonna try to get the Aki Sin Sophia fucking No Mercy wrestling engine for the AEW video game when they finally release an AEW video game. He said, and these are his words too. He's like he's going to kill to have it. And Kenny, what you should be killing for is to actually make an entertaining wrestling show. I mean, you motherfucking faggots. I mean, seriously. Oh, man. I mean, for fuck's sakes, bro. For fuck's sakes. For fuck's sakes. Make a better fucking wrestling show. I mean, oh my god. What the hell? What is your company? Like, seriously, what the fuck is your company? I mean, oh my, it's the wrestling business. I mean, you get, your priorities are so out of whack. I mean, nobody appreciates a great wrestling game more than me, more than the taste god. But I mean, oh my god, are you fucking like make a fucking better wrestling company so we can actually want to play your fucking wrestling game? I mean, it's like when TNA came out with that mediocre game, and it wasn't horrible. It wasn't a god awful video game, but it wasn't as good as they made it out to be. They were trying to overrate that game back in 2008. And it was like, no, 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 let's just stop. I mean, the graphics were great. The graphics still look good to this day for TNA Impact, but then the gameplay was decent. But I mean, they made quite a few bizarre choices. I mean, that game was like in 2 years of development. And Samoa Joe and AJ Styles said the same thing. They loved the No Mercy games. They wanted to make their game like No Mercy, blah 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 blah. And it didn't happen. So Kenny Omega, why should I trust you? Why the fuck should I trust you? Okay? You fucking Canuck. Yeah, I mean you cross-dressing Canuck. You fucking like seriously, oh my god, the gay EW needs to worry about making a fucking better wrestling show. You guys are gonna be on TNT in a couple of months, so focus on making a better product that isn't so damn gay and filled with fucking vanilla midgets before you fucking worry about a fucking wrestling game. Yes, we all want to see. Oh, fun fact too. Did you guys know that fucking Death Jam Vendetta game was actually supposed to be WCW Mayhem 2. No, no joke. I just found that out because I'm subscribed to 616 Entertainment, and he made a kick-ass video about how EA, fucking another shitty company, was supposed to, cause fuck WCW Backstage Assault, fuck the Madden games, fuck all you guys suck. EA are you guys are the fucking heel. Stop trying to act like everyone's just bitching at you. Fuck you. But back in the day, back in the early 2000s, they were actually supposed to make a WCW Mayhem 2. EA was supposed to get in contact with Aki, Aki, whatever their name is, the people who made all those kick-ass wrestling games on the N64. They were going to get in contact with them, and they were going to make a WCW Mayhem 2, and it was going to be released on the PlayStation 2. Now, imagine in an alternate universe where WCW didn't go out of business and WWF still pretty much continued the Attitude Era. They fought tooth and nail to keep the WWF logo, or it was still W. It was just WWE versus WCW. Imagine in an alternate timeline, how fucking cool that would have been, though. I mean, we basically would have had like some cool WCW games. We would have had Mayhem 2. We still would have had SmackDown, Shut Your Mouth, and Here Comes the Pain, because those games still would have came out. It would have been interesting as hell too to see like what the early 2000s of wrestling post 2001 would have been, you know, with all those companies still around, WCW, WWF, WWE, and ECW, and how that would have played out. Because I, for one, don't think that Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar would have the great relationship that they do today. Let's face it, they wouldn't, because Paul Heyman would have bounced Brock Lesnar's checks, I guarantee it, or it would have came close. Or even if he didn't bounce Brock Lesnar's checks, Brock Lesnar eventually would have said, "Fuck this, I want to go to the main two." Either WWF or WCW, and get paid a lot more money, because we all know Brock Lesnar has no passion for the wrestling business. Fact. Fact. I don't care if you're a Brock Lesnar fan. I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. That is a fact. He has no passion for the pro wrestling business. Fact. But it would have been interesting to see what he would have done, basically if what his relationship with Paul Heyman would have been in the early 2000s if WCW, ECW, and WWF stayed in business. Well, WCW and ECW. And the WWF not changing to WWE. That would have been interesting as well. Or even if it did change to WWE. Doesn't matter. I still would have loved to see what the professional wrestling sports entertainment landscape would have been in the early 2000s if that would have happened. But obviously it didn't. You gotta deal with the cards you're dealt with in this fucking shitty life. Like me having to still live in New York, unfortunately, but I will be moving soon. And I'm not telling anyone where I'm moving to. The only people I'm gonna tell are Draven Crow and Red Wolf 316, because they actually live close to where I'm moving to. And no, I'm not moving to Boston. But if they want to PM me, give me a personal message, I will tell them where I'm moving to. I'm not telling anyone else because I don't want people to move there. And I don't want to be bothered with like this place because getting overcrowded, because it's a very, very nice suburban area, and I don't want it to get too fucking overcrowded because, quite frankly, too many people are starting to find out about it already. Not enough, but still, we got to keep this place a secret. I don't want this place becoming an overcrowded shithole like New York City, because New York City is an overcrowded shithole. Fact, not an opinion. As you can see in the picture here, we had another blackout in the big rotten apple of shit on July 13th, Saturday, late at night, early into the Sunday morning. Now, I didn't find out about this until I watched a Call for an Uprising's video and then Googled it, because it really didn't affect my area. Because, I'm cool like that and I live in Yonkers. I live in the better part of this shithole. But, Westchester County for life. No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about New York. But, all honesty, this did not affect me because I have my own car. I no longer take public transportation. But it couldn't have happened to a bigger piece of shit. Now, some people want to say that this is the Illuminati, the New World Order, the One World Government, the real NWO, not the Hogan Hall and Nash wrestling stable, but the real NWO. What Alex Jones has been fucking telling us for years about a call for an uprising. He's been talking about it. And I just kind of want to give my 2 cents on this whole thing. If it is a plan, if it is like a test run for a government shutdown, then, I mean, what do you want me to say? Fuck America. I mean, wow. Like, I mean, fuck the government. Fuck God. Fuck Satan. Fuck them all, because they all fucking suck. I mean, that's basically all I have to say about that. That's basically all I have to say. You know, but my thing is, like, when I see guys like a call for an uprising, and I see all these, truthers, these quote unquote truthers on the internet, on the interwebs, and they're talking about how, oh, God is angry with us, oh, we better get salvation with Christ, and all this fucking shit. Just, ugh, all this fucking shit. I'm like, dude, give me a fucking break. If God was as good as you claim he is, why would he send us to hell for sinning? For doing so, okay, so my thing is this: you can be sent to hell for like the stupidest reasons. God is actually allowing the devil or Satan or Lucifer, whoever you want to call this stupid faggot, he's allowing him to run roughshod and rule the earth and have all these, blackouts and all this sinful nature and blah, 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 blah. He's allowing all this shit to happen. He's allowing it. And you guys aren't doing a damn thing about it. You guys aren't doing a damn thing about it. Oh, we got to leave it in God's hands. Jesus Christ, when the trumpets sound and blah, 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 blah. All this fucking stupid shit. All this fucking stupid shit. And you guys aren't doing a damn thing. Like, oh, you're a bunch of fucking sheep. You're a bunch of fucking sheep. And this is my problem with Christians. And no, don't get it twisted here. I'm not a Satanist. I am not a Luciferian. I am a proud fucking atheist. I am a proud fucking atheist. Okay, I don't give a shit about Aleister Crowley. I don't give a shit about Antoine LaVey. I don't give a shit about any of these stupid people or these stupid Freemasons and all their gay witchcraft and all this stupid gay fake shit that I don't fucking believe in because it's fucking stupid. And have you ever seen magic exist in your fucking real life? Every magic trick, every David Blaine, every person out there uses fucking mirrors. They use ropes. They use they use something in order to pull these fucking fake magic tricks off. Okay? When have you ever seen a real life Super Saiyan just walk around on the street blasting Kamehameha waves? When have you seen a real life person shoot a fucking Ryu fireball from Street Fighter? Just right from the hand. And no, I'm not talking about at a pro wrestling event. I'm talking about in real life, on the street. Where that shit is technically more powerful than fucking guns and knives and shit, right? When have you ever seen that shit? When have you ever seen that fucking shit? But yet, I'm supposed to believe in this, all-seeing, all-wise, all-powerful God who's a fucking douchebag, a total fucking dipshit asshole. Like, oh, these 7 things are gonna happen before the end of the world and blah 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 blah. Like, fuck God, seriously. That would be like you guys praising Chronica from MK11 Just because she's like this powerful bitch and she can control the sands of time. That's how stupid you guys are. That's how stupid you fucking Christians are. Praising and overrating a shitty God that makes no sense. He's supposed to love you, or she's supposed to love you. Yet she allows all this fucking shit to continue. You go listen to a George Carlin bit, for fuck's sakes. And then you'll realize how stupid you are for continuing to be a fucking Christian and continuing to, oh no, oh no, we're saved, we're saved. How do you know you're fucking saved? How do you know that you're saved? The call for an uprising. How do you know that you're saved by Jesus Christ? How do you know that? How do you know that? Have you been given a sign from this pathetic God that created all this shit in the first place? That created the devil in the first place and made us all allowed to fucking sin? Like, what kind of a stupid God would do that? Like, if these are all the Ten Commandments, things you should never ever do, yet I'm going to basically allow you to do them because I'm giving you free will. Like the fucking like in the Child's Play remake, the stupid Asian guy who was disgruntled and got disgruntled with his job. He took out all the safety precautions in the fucking Chucky doll. Like and the doll was just allowed to be evil. Like that's how stupid and crazy you fucking faggots are. Like you're stupid. You really are that goddamn stupid. It's pathetic, honestly. I'm proud to be an atheist, and I encourage all of you who have good taste and good opinions to become atheists as well and to spit on this bullshit God and to spit on the bullshit devil. Because I'm not like one of these atheists who's actually a fucking gay ass Satanist who dresses like a fucking faggot who likes to molest children and rape children and eat babies. Oh, that's stupid shit. Like fuck you assholes out there that actually do that. Fuck you. Like seriously, like if there is a hell, you definitely deserve to burn in hell. Like if there was a hell, I don't believe in hell, but if there was, you faggots definitely deserve. Like you deserve to be fucking tortured to death. Seriously, fuck you guys. Seriously, that's a shoot. Because I don't know how pathetic of a human being you are to actually to fucking we need to sacrifice babies and eat babies and fucking rape children. I mean, you're pathetic for adrenochrome or whatever that shit is. Adrenochrome, whatever the fuck that shit is. Like, did you guys even like make this shit up? Like, is there such a thing as a fucking adrenochrome or whatever the fuck it is? Like, see, that just sounds like so fucking like. It sounds like scientists just being gagging and like telling us that we're all social. We're all social beings. No, we're not. Because if we had technology, we would ignore most of the fucking people out there. We wouldn't want to be bothered. We'd rather just like if television was good, we'd rather watch TV. We'd rather go online, go on the internet, watch porn, play video games. We wouldn't even have contact with the outside world unless we truly had to. Okay? So no, we're not social beings, you stupid fucking fake scientists, faggots. Because how do you explain that? How do you explain that people like like if we had a choice with technology, if we had a choice between technology and people, most of us would choose technology. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. That's the truth. That the truth hurts. That's a fact. That is a scientifically proven fact. All you have to do is go out and just look, do research, and look at how other people would rather be on their phones texting and not have any social human interaction. That is the truth. So for all you faggots that want to say like, oh, we're social beings, we're so, like that faggot who I had to remove his comment and block because I was like, oh, this guy is so stupid. He's full of shit. You sound so fucking stupid when you say stupid shit like that. It makes no sense. We're social, but if we had a choice, we wouldn't be social. What sense does that make? Oh, it makes as much sense as, God being an all loving, all powerful God, yet he was stupid enough to invent the devil, to create the devil. to create Lucifer, Satan, whatever the fuck. And yeah, yeah, real smart God. How pathetic. It's almost as pathetic as all these people whining about Ariel being black. I mean, my God. And no, and before I get into that, before I get into that fucking shit, let me say this. I don't give a shit what color Ariel is. I don't give a fuck about The Little Mermaid. That's not even my favorite Disney film. Alright, my favorite Disney films are Aladdin, The Lion King, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, as far as, like, from the, like, Disney. Like, and Wreck-It Ralph is pretty good, too. This does not include Pixar, because I love the Toy Story franchise, the first three Toy Story movies, anyway. But The Incredibles was good. But I mean, oh my god, like I don't give a shit. Like it's amazing, like how you people have such a fucking tampon up your asshole. You have like this big thick tampon up your asshole. You can't poop that thing right the fuck out because you guys are like so ass hurt, so anally butt hurt over a fucking black Ariel. Like who gives a shit? Who gives with all the problems going on in the world today? Like all the other shit, all the other entertainment out there, and all the other things you could be complaining about or like talking about. You faggots are like literally talking about a black Ariel in the Little Mermaid. Like think about that for a second. Think about how pathetic you are to like whine about something like that. Think about how pathetic you are and where your life has gone. That you're going to whine about a white character no longer being white. Yet back in the 90s when Brandy played Cinderella, no one gave a shit. All the women who played fucking Peter Pan, no one gave a shit. No one was like, "Oh my god, Peter Pan is supposed to be a boy. Why is it like that Broadway show where the chick played fucking Peter Pan?" And like all like seriously. Like, dude, like, but this is the one. This is the camel that broke. This is the final straw that broke the camel's back. Ariel is now going to be played by this black chick that no one knows, no one gives a shit about. Holly Berry or whatever. I don't even know what her name is. I don't give a shit because you faggots are you're such losers that you whine about stuff that no one cares about. Like, are you actually going to pay your money to see the Little Mermaid remake? Are you? If not, then why do you care? Like, I don't give a shit. I'm bringing this up because it's just hilarious, like how people are like talking about it. And no, I'm not. I'm not defending this by any means. I don't think that they should have casted Ariel to be black because it's yeah. I mean, for years she's been white, so like why all of a sudden would you make her black? Oh, black people need more representation. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm sick of hearing that because it's like if you like a character, it should not matter what race they are. I I loved Married with Children. I loved the Al Bundy character. Do I keep myself awake at night saying, "Oh, you know what? I wish Al Bundy was black instead of white. I wish he was a black man instead of a white man." No, I still love Al Bundy, no homo, because he's fucking awesome. I love the original cast of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Austin St. John and Jason David Frank were my favorite Power Rangers growing up. I used to be a huge mark for the Green Ranger, a huge mark for the Red Ranger, the original Red Ranger, until Rocky came along and fucking ruined it. Did all of a sudden did I say, oh, you know what? You know what would be better about Austin St. John if he was black? No, I didn't give a shit. And no, I was not. I didn't care about Zach. I didn't care. Like I didn't mind Zach, but I was not a mark for him. I actually preferred Adam over Zach. Because Adam I could actually relate to a lot more than fucking Zach. Zach was just too extroverted for me. I related more to Adam. And this is coming from a black man, a man of color. So for all you fucking idiots that like can't get over race, like it has to be they have to be the same color as you for you to relate to them. Shut the fuck up and go eat a dick. Like oh, you know what? Dante needs to be black. Dante from the Devil May Cry series needs to be black for me to think he's a fucking badass character. How fucking stupid. They literally like, oh, I hate Dante now, the son of Sparta. I hate Dante and Virgil now because they're not black. Like, what sense does that make? I still think like they're the coolest fucking video game characters of all time. I'm still a huge mark for fucking Duke Nukem. I mean, seriously, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm a mark for Blade. Yeah, Blade is fucking badass. Wesley Snipes is badass. Keith David Spawn is fucking badass. Again, like race means nothing to me. If you're a fan of the character, you're a fan of the fucking character. The race should not give. You should not care about their fucking race or origin. Well, you should care about their origin, but not their race, not their like ethnic background. It just makes no sense. People who like whine about shit like that are fucking stupid. But one thing I'm not going to whine about is James Wan having his hand in the Mortal Kombat reboot and getting what's his name from the Raid Redemption to play Sub Zero. Oh man, that is fucking good news right there. I mean, when I found out that they were doing a R-rated Mortal Kombat reboot and it's gonna actually have fatalities in the fucking movie, I'm sold. I'm sold. And they're gonna keep it to the source material. They're not gonna make it like Rebirth, which I was hoping that they would not make it like fucking Rebirth, because Rebirth fucking sucked to me. I'm sorry. Mortal Kombat Rebirth fucking sucked. It was horrible. And I hope that James Wan does not make that same mistake with the new Mortal Kombat reboot. Hopefully, it is going to be more similar to the actual games and the canon. But, you know, and that's kind of where he was getting at. I'm like reading interviews and shit online, and that's kind of where they're coming from. You know, it's going to be more like the games. It's going to be more like the fucking video games. You know, as far as like the origin stuff, you know, Scorpion and Sub Zero's rivalry, you know, Liu Kang, Johnny Cage, Sonya protecting Earthrealm, Kung Lao, you know, and I hope it's like that. I hope they get like characters who actually look the part of their video game counterparts. And no, I don't want to sound like, because this would be important because I'm actually a Mortal Kombat fan. I don't give a shit about the Little Mermaid. This I actually want to make sure like the characters actually look like their game counterparts. So this is something I am actually going to be like hoping for. I hope, you know, they don't try to do some woke bullshit with Mortal Kombat. But, you know, that's just me. Because I'm actually a fan of Mortal Kombat. So, you know, I don't want fucking, I don't want like a shitty, just, I don't want to see like a Jamaican Baraka or anything like that. Like, I don't, like the Baraka with fucking dreadlocks or anything like that. Or, you know, anything ridiculous. But, you know, I mean, that's just me. That is just me. You know, you know, it's not hypocritical because I actually care about Mortal Kombat. I don't give a shit about the Little Mermaid. Whatever. Well, whatever. But anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your feedback, leave a comment in the comment section, and all that good shit. And remember, be cool, be badass, and let the good taste be with you.